everybody. Patricia Pinky here, the author of the book, Stop Throwing Cash in the Trash. Today we're going to talk to you about a thrift store haul of jewelry. Recently we were down in Florida, and I have a favorite thrift store down there in Florida. It's called New to You. The reason I like this thrift store is because people pull up with a car full of stuff, and gentlemen take it out. They put it in an area, and somebody else starts going through the box, and it goes right from the box to the shelf. So there's not somebody like, well, let's see what this is worth, and let's keep this over in this pile, and everything goes on the shelf. So when they get jewelry in, they just bag the jewelry. Okay, so as you can see here, these were some of the bags. I cut them open, but I had got four bags this last time. I threw one of the top pieces away. We had a $4, a $3, $3. Okay, so the total of that is $14. So $14 is what I paid for all this jewelry right here. All right, so I'm going to talk to you real quick about some of this. This is my kind of what I call my junk pile. That'll be for the grandchildren to play with, or put it back in a bag and donate it or whatever. Here's some more here. That's junk. Okay, then what are we always looking for? We're looking for gold. Okay, the only gold I found, which was not bad, was all these earrings right here, these smaller earrings with the posts. I don't know, maybe about 12 pairs or so. But anyway, some of them look diamond, and I'm going to talk to you about that in a minute. And the backs of them are marked 14 karat gold on all these. So when you take your scale, this is a gold and silver weighing unit scale. You put it on, then you take your gold. Now, like, mind you, you've got to take the stones out to get the accurate weight of the gold. So now, okay, so that says 1.1, 1.0. I can take it off. But again, I'm just giving you an example because the stones are in them and they have to come out. But you could probably sell this gold, bulk gold, I would say probably for $200-300. At least $200 for sure. Okay, so some of the other things I want to talk to you about are diamonds. Okay, now how did I know that these particular earrings, there's about 3 sets of them, aren't diamond? Okay, we got this kit online. It has a gold scale, a loop, which you definitely need to carry around when you're looking for jewelry, your gold testing kit, and the slate piece that you use to test the gold. And I'll talk to you about that in a minute. But right now we're going to talk about the diamond tester. Here it is. Okay, so when I take the end of this and touch it onto the earring, okay, there we go. It's not going anywhere. As you see, it just went up to 1 yellow. Now I'm going to take my ring, which I hope is a diamond, or my husband's in trouble. Let's see. Okay, see, it went all the way up to the red and went beep, 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 beep. So that's good stuff, just like a metal detector. So each one of those earrings I tested, they were not diamonds, but they are still 14 karat gold, so they sold them as cubic zirconia. Okay, now we're going to move on and talk about gold testing. Okay, so you take this little piece, you take, say, the ring, and you make a line on, there's a little line on there. You can barely see it. It's like a little scratch. It doesn't harm the metal on the ring. Okay, all right, these are different solutions, acids, that you use for this tester. Okay, so you got 10K, 14K, 18K, 22K, gold, silver, platinum. All right, I'll talk to you a little bit about gold. All right, so you start with the 10K solution. You drop it on that scratch. If the scratch stays, it's at least 10K. So then you move up to the 14K. You put a dot on there. The dot, if the scratch still stays, it's 14 karat. If you put 18 karat, a spot on that now, but it fades away. That means that the ring is 14K. because the scratch stayed for 14K, but it is dissolved at 18K. That's how these guys test the gold. Okay, so moving on to a few more things I want to talk to you about. Bakelite. Bakelite is valuable. That's an old plastic from the 1950s, 40s, 50s. How do you know it's Bakelite? Well, number one, you can go like this, create friction on it, get a rub down, smell it. If it smells like formaldehyde, it's Bakelite. Also, you can dip it for 30 seconds in hot water and it'll smell like formaldehyde. This, I believe, is amber Bakelite. Again, valuable. This is what they call a thermoset plastic. Not really quite valuable right now, but they were collectible, so hoping it comes back. Then I want to talk to you about, these are Trefari earrings. Trefari is very collectible. There is the costume jewelry signature for Trefari. Now, if these were with a crown symbol, they would be worth a lot of money. Still worth something, but I'm not sure how much. But I'm going to show you, here is a pair of crown label Trefari mid-century, sold for $330 on eBay. So that's the difference. Mid-century is big time. Okay, then I'm going to talk to you about sterling. In this batch, I also was able to find quite a bit of sterling. These were marked sterling and somebody's initials. Okay, what these are vintage Zuni inlaid earrings. They have a little bit of lapis in them, turquoise, coral, jet, and I think, let's see, what did they call that one? We were just talking about this. It's to do with, anyways, there's a couple of different types of stones in there. And so these are probably worth, these earrings are probably worth $150, $200, and those were in there. Now, this is, it looks like turquoise. I don't think it's turquoise. Why do I believe that? Because if you look, some of these have a white background, which means they were dyed. There's a stone. George, do you remember what the stone was called? Howlite. I talk about so many different stones here. Okay, howlite. They dye howlite, and it looks just like turquoise. And 90% of the turquoise they say is turquoise is dyed howlite. I believe that this is howlite, so I don't think it's worth anything. But this pair, these are marked Mexico on the backs. And they look to me to be mid-century, and there's a little symbol with Mexico. Now, if they were marked Taxco, they would be even better. But I do believe those are turquoise. This right here is probably worth $75 or so. I bought a couple of pieces out. They say to be able also to tell turquoise, hit it against your teeth. Just tap it on your teeth, and you'll be able to tell what's turquoise and what's not turquoise, or glass, plastic. I mean, there's a lot of stuff they sell now that's just plastic. You just heat up a small pin, take it to the back of the item. If it melts, you know it's plastic. But like, okay, this is real turquoise, so I wanted to test out, whoops, this is also real turquoise, if this was turquoise or not. Now, this was in the bag, and I'm not sure if it's real turquoise still or not. I would say it is, but it's kind of faded looking in spots where the lines are faded, so I'm questionable on that. This was in a bag, and this is sterling, solid sterling, and that is for sure turquoise. That's a different type of turquoise. There's several, depending on the mine, that'll tell you what turquoise, the value of the turquoise. Here's this was just my own personal ring, but this is a Navajo ring. And I believe that's jasper in there. They use coral jasper. But anyway, so I did find quite a bit of sterling. Here's another pair of sterling earrings. Never used. Doesn't look like they're ever used. And I want to talk to you a little bit about sterling. Look for either sterling mark or 925. You can also find 999 or 950. It depends on, but usually you find 925. And so let's see, what else did I find? Like I said, some of this was my own stuff I brought out to talk to you about. I found this ring. It looks to me to be deco or Victorian. And it's what they call filigree, and it is marked sterling. Here is some hematite. Not that it's very valuable, but it's still, you know, kind of collectible. That's I believe hematite is man-made, but they do sell it a lot. Okay, and let's see what else can I talk. Okay, some of these earrings, like these here, it's called lapis. That stone is called lapis. These were in there, and here's another turquoise brooch that was in there. It's marked. See the imprint on the back. That's how you know it's turquoise. This is called Lampwork, glass beads. And here's some more glass beads. A string of beads that are glass. It's like artwork. So that would be like art glass. These here again, the lapis. I wanted to show you, okay, this piece here. This looks to me to be extra old. It like probably, I don't know, maybe from the 40s up to the 60s, I guess. But somebody put a new clasp on it. But this here itself looks, and I'm not sure of the stone. It's like a greenish blue. And I remembered the stone before. I can't remember it right now. But I mean, look at the stuff you find. And then this was in 4 bags. It cost me $14. This here was, it says Carpenter 1964 GOP. It's got the elephant. Now, unfortunately, this is not gold, but still it could be collectible because it was some kind of a convention back then. So that's something to check on. Anyway, so I think I've covered enough for this haul of jewelry. You know, I like dolphins, so I'm going to give that to my granddaughter. But like I said, all this, the gold, the turquoise, the vintage lapis, you know, this is also a bib necklace that, you know, seems to be quite popular right now. Even though it's just costume jewelry, I'm going to give that to my daughter. And another nice necklace. This is just actually, it's not sterling, so that's junk. I would say all of this, if I was to sell all of the pieces I've had, I would probably have $500 to $600 for $14. So just you have to have this equipment, these little pieces, units to measure your gold, your diamonds, the quality of the silver, and just know what you're looking for, and you'll be ready to make more treasure and increase that paycheck. Here is just a pair of those those Zuni earrings sold for $100. I wanted to show you that real quick before we depart. And again, you see the Inlaid sold for $100, and they're not even as nice as the pair that I showed you right here. This is a little bit more elaborate. So anyways, okay, so that's this conversation for today. So until next time, happy treasure hunting.